Hello students, welcome to the Rishikul online school. It is class 9th, subject science, chapter 6 tissues, and it is lecture number 5. So now what are the topics we are going to discuss? First we will discuss about simple permanent plant tissue, and the subtypes are epidermis and cork, and second is complex permanent plant tissue, and the types are xylem and phloem. So in today's video lecture, I am going to discuss about epidermis. That what is epidermis, what are its functions, and its diagram also. In our previous classes, we have seen about permanent tissue, and first type was simple permanent tissue, which is made up of similar types of cells which have common origin and functions. And the types we have discussed, first type was protective tissue and second is supportive tissue. In protective tissue, we have discussed about parenchyma, collenchyma and sclerenchyma, and under the supportive tissue, epidermis and cork are there. So now today we are going to study about epidermis, which is a supportive tissue. Supportive tissue means which is supportive in nature, which gives support to the plant. So under this first type is epidermis. So now let's see what is epidermis. Epidermis is the outermost layer. Means whenever you observe any cell, the outermost layer of the cell, that is made up of epidermis. So here the definition is written that it is the outermost layer that consists of single layer of cells, and the cells are flat. So it is about its structure that cells of epidermis are flat and there are no intercellular spaces between the cells. That is why it is supportive in nature, because there are no intercellular spaces. Then second point is in desert plants. You might have observed desert plant like cactus. Cactus is a desert plant, and in desert plants the epidermis have a thick waxy coating. Means it secretes a waxy substance that is called cutin, and it has a waxy coating of cuticle. Now what is the function of this cuticle? It is a waterproof layer. That is why it protects the plant from loss of water, because it has waterproof quality. So it is the function of epidermis in desert plants. Now third point is epidermis of root, because it is the outermost layer. So it is present in each and every part of the plant on the outermost layer of the cells. So epidermis of roots have long root hair which increase the surface area for absorption of water. It means in roots the function of epidermis is to absorb water from the soil. Now next point is that epidermis have small pores. Pores means small holes on its surface, and these pores are called stomata. So these small pores or small holes which are present on the layer of epidermis, they are called stomata, and these stomatas are enclosed, means covered, by two kidney shaped cells which are called guard cells. Now we'll see that what are the functions of these stomatas. So all these points are about the structure and where this epidermis is present, means its location about the epidermis. Now we will learn about its structure, means in its diagram, and the functions of epidermis. So it was the first type of supportive tissue. We have learnt about its structure and location, and that the small pores which are present on its surface, that is stomata, which have very important function for plants. Now here on the screen you can see the magnified image of the surface of leaf, means the epidermis of leaf. Here you can see small pores are present. These are called stomatas. So on the other side you can see first picture shows stomata is open and in second picture stomata is closed. So in this picture where the stomatas are open, you can see two kidney shaped cells which are called guard cells. Now what is the function of these guard cells? These guard cells regulate the opening and closing of stomatas. These are present on the surface of epidermis. So you can see this picture, this magnified image of epidermis in leaves. Now let's see what are the functions of epidermis. First function of epidermis is that it protects the plant from desiccation. Desiccation means drying, and infection. Infection means from any mechanical injury or from any infection of parasitic fungi. So basically its function is the protection. It prevents the plant from getting dry and from any mechanical infection also, mechanical injury also. Now second, I have given you the functions of stomata also. Why? Because stomatas are the parts of epidermis and we are studying here the functions of epidermis. So it is one and the same thing. So first function of stomata is that it allows the gaseous exchange during photosynthesis. You might be knowing during photosynthesis exchange of gases takes place. Carbon dioxide is absorbed and oxygen is released during photosynthesis. So that this gaseous exchange is done by stomata with the help of guard cells. Now next function of stomata is that it helps in transpiration. Now what is transpiration? Loss of water in the form of water vapors.